Coming up on the Met Report, researchers are investigating the different ways people get to school. Find out how to be part of this survey.
Midterms are right around the corner, and our campus offers different ways to de-stress. Stay tuned for more on the story.
Also, a popular social media app violated users' privacy and illegally collected personal information. More on this shocking news.
The Jonas Brothers have reunited, and the whole world is going crazy over this. Find out more on eMed.
Women are making history. In this case, Jenny Kavanaugh sat with us and told us her story of being the first woman to call play-by-play in the MLB. The Met Report starts now.
Thank you for joining us on the Met Report. I'm Yahaira Hernandez.
And I'm Greg Gonzalez. Police are investigating an aggravated assault that occurred around noon yesterday.
The suspect threw a chair from the second floor atrium in the Student Commons building. 2 people were injured as a result of the assault.
The man on the screen is still at large. If you have any information about his whereabouts, contact Yahaira police immediately. Those starting to feel the pressure of classes can de-stress at the campus rec center. Located in the PE Event Center, Yahaira's rec center offers fitness classes included in tuition. Campus Recreation provides high-quality and modern co-curricular experiences through diverse recreation, fitness, and leisure services. If you're on your own, you can always check out the workout room or the gymnasium to shoot some hoops or work on your serve.
My favorite fitness class would be cycling. I do a lot of riding in my own free time and have a mountain bike, and I'm trying to pursue further adventures in the mountains, but this helps a lot. Keeps me in shape. Find the time to work out for yourself, get yourself in the shape you want to be in. That also lets you know that you can control more of your time, and in that way also more of your life. So I think that helps condense stress, at least for me.
A majority of MSU Denver students and faculty commute to campus. This year, researchers at MSU are investigating the ways people get to school. Without on-campus housing, most students commute to school. MSU's Air and Atmospheric Science Department is conducting a study this month to better understand and plan future transportation projects. Participants will be entered for a gift card drawing. Students and faculty at MSU Denver can participate in the study at tinyurl.com/Yahaira Transit. The survey ends March 31st.
What we're really trying to understand is how do people get to and from campus? What are the barriers they have to taking what we call alternative transportation, which is light rail, bus, biking, walking when they can, skateboarding, et cetera, or scooters now too, of course. So that's really the point of the survey.
I'm David Mann, reporting from Studio B for the Met Report. Colin Kaepernick is the source of more controversy this week after a math teacher in Florida was told that she could no longer show support for the former NFL star. For more on the state of our freedom of speech, here's the story.
Black History Month, so thank you all for participating in this. I'm going to go ahead and remove it.
With all of the recent controversy surrounding our First Amendment right to the freedom of speech, I made time to sit down with MSU Denver's Dr. Katia Campbell, Associate Professor of Rhetoric and Cultural Studies, and asked her of the dangers our constitutional rights are facing and what we can do to preserve our rights for future generations.
Unfortunately, with the mom mentality or the protectionist mentality, and also just people becoming so polarized, they're afraid of anything that makes them uncomfortable. When it comes to protesting about social injustice, people don't want to deal with that. They don't want to think about that. They want to think, hey, we had a black president, so everything is fine. We're good now. We don't need to protest. Or the people that are experiencing racial violence, it's because they're doing something in particular and it's their fault, or it's not that big of a deal. And it's just more comfortable for people to feel that way. So I think that that's why there's such this kickback or this resistance to anyone who stands up and speaks for social justice. So the overall theme, of course, is going to be education. So my advice would be to continue to educate yourselves around 3 particular areas. 1, media literacy. So being able to be critical of popular media all across the board. Secondly, diversity studies, that it's important to learn more about other cultures and to increase cultural competency. Finally, I would say to get involved in politics, to understand who your local representatives are, to get involved in protest movements, to educate. Once you start to get education as college students, to educate others and to engage in civil dialogue with other people as much as possible.
Students in the healthcare field can now join the newly formed Colorado Pre-Health Society at MSU Denver. Alison Negrete has more information on this opportunity.
The Colorado Pre-Health Society is an organization that has recently been formed by pre-med students at MSU Denver to provide assistance and a guide to be successful in the healthcare field. Students are assisted in filling applications and are part of health-related events, such as blood drives, which also helps them get shadowing hours.
Shadowing hours, it's really big. A lot of hospitals, a lot of universities and medical school, they really want people that are involved with the community in school. They want people that are involved in the hospital volunteering, and they really want people to be part of an organization that is definitely going to help them succeed in the future as well.
They also help students prepare for the exams they are required to take, which include the MCAT, GRE, and PCAT, informing them what % average is required for each exam to better prepare themselves.
It's really an opportunity for the students that don't have that help that they need when they're starting school, or just majoring in biology and don't know what to do.
Students may contact Keith via email and text. For more information, visit the chemistry office on the 3rd floor in the chemistry building. For the Met Report, Alison Negrete.
Well, Greg, Colorado weather keeps changing on us, and I'm not really sure what to expect these following weeks.
I don't even know what to wear today, Yahaira. Tony, can you tell us more?
Well, if you guys are going to go out today, make sure to take a jacket because we're expecting some rain later today.
Oh.
So let's go check it out over here, guys, on the map. So up in the mountains, it is actually snowing right now, and in Denver, we'll be expecting some rain later today. So the current conditions, it is 46 degrees right now. It feels like 41 degrees with the dew point at 38. So the day planner, in the afternoon time, it is going to be 45 degrees, and at that dinner time hour, it is going to be 37 degrees. So today's high is going to be 50 degrees. We'll be expecting some showers later tonight. And tonight's low is going to be 24 degrees with a light chance of rain earlier today. So what's coming up? We'll take a look at the nice weekend ahead, the 7-day forecast, and of course, the photo of the week. Stay tuned for more of the Met Report.
Swimming is a fun, enjoyable activity, but it can also be very dangerous if you don't know how to do life-saving skills. And so that's what swimming lessons is. It can be that extra protection against the threats of water. And so here at Aquatot Swim School, it's going to teach those little ones to be confident in the water, having no fear and anxiety. We're going to be working on basic foundational swimming skills.
When we are doing our level 3 classes, so this is our foundational class, so they will do some jumping in, turning around, and finding a wall. Swimming year-round helps the kids retain all of their swim skills that they're learned throughout their swimming lessons. So if they're swimming year-round, they are able to keep making that progress without having to track back if they're coming out and going back in.
After a year-long investigation from BuzzFeed News, the Worldwide Animal Fund has come under harsh fire for allegations of human rights violations. Evidence has surfaced that the conservation charity has helped fund brutal paramilitary groups in Africa and Asia. These groups have been charged with multiple counts of murder, torture, and other atrocities in the name of anti-poaching. The investigation also shows that the WWF guidelines support harassment and fear-mongering towards indigenous peoples in third world countries to expose poachers. In response to the accusations, the WWF says that they are investigating the BuzzFeed report, but have yet to comment on specific accusations of wrongdoing.
A Denver charity and St. Joseph's Hospital have teamed up to give their community a unique method of growing food. Corey O'Leary has more.
Though it may seem like a regular freight container on the outside, this freight is equipped to grow large quantities of vegetables. Owned by the charity Metro Caring and situated in the parking lot of St. Joseph's, this container holds tremendous potential for the community.
The freight farm is essentially a hydroponic system, which means that it is fueled by water. The water carries all the nutrients through, and so there's no soil involved. All we've got are these little seed plugs, which are peat moss that are planted in. We plant the seeds in here. Once they sprout, we put them into these vertical growing towers, and then they grow out towards the light strips that hang down. They'll grow in a faster time because of the controlled environment, and we'll be able to produce about 500 or 600 heads of lettuce every week once it's up and running.
On Tuesday, the inside was unveiled to the public and a ribbon-cutting ceremony was held. Despite the cold, community members came to support the opening of this unique garden. Metro Caring hopes the farm is able to help achieve their mission.
Metro Caring's mission is to end hunger at its root, and we do that by really working with the community in all aspects of food access. A wonderful donation came across from the Mordridge Family Foundation that supplied us with the freight farm container in order for us to do year-round growing. Volunteers, participants, they will be instrumental in growing out the freight farm and growing to its full capacity.
So where will the vegetables grown by the freight farm go? Metro Caring can't tell you yet.
When we talk about our future and our vision, that's really up to the community. We want the community at the table.
For the Met Report, Corey O'Leary.
Privacy is always a concern on social media platforms, especially when it comes to the safety of children. The popular social media app TikTok illegally collected personal information from children under 13 without parental consent, violating the Federal Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. The owner of the app agreed to pay $5.7 million to settle federal allegations. Although the TikTok is intended for those over the age of 13, the app has a substantial base of children under 10, leaving parents worldwide concerned for their child's privacy and safety.
Firefighters were shocked when they searched through the wreckage of a West Virginia church fire and found something unexpected. Freedom Ministries Church in Grandview, West Virginia may have burned down, but all of the Bibles remain untouched by the fire church. Congregation has gathered around the church and is deeming this aspect of the unfortunate fire as a miracle. A student from Rocky Mountain College of Art and Design is using his talents to influence others. Jack Deskandari has more.
For some, college may seem daunting. Changing majors, picking classes, and finding time for personal projects may seem impossible. But for Cameron Hadley, well, he's just getting started.
I was, going to MSU Denver at the time, and I was studying political science.
Cameron now attends Rocky Mountain College of Art and Design, taking classes that are suitable to his interests.
I want to start doing my art full time because by then I was not only trying to balance work, school, and my photography and art. So I decided I wanted to kind of take my art more seriously and go to school to get those fundamentals for that.
His advice for others is simple.
I think that a lot of people have this pressure that we put on ourselves and others to kind of have this end goal of something that you want to obviously accomplish and finish in your life. And when people ask me that, I think it's really hard to kind of answer because I want to do a lot of different things, you know what I mean? Despite from my photography and anything else, I make music, I love fashion, I love making jewelry, I love doing a lot of different things. So I think I want to explore and know more. I think that's my end goal always. I want to just keep growing and knowing and expanding, like, as a person, you know what I mean? Because that just does the same for everything else, like, in your life, not just my art, you know, so.
For the Met Report, Yekta Skandari.
On Tuesday, the FDA found asbestos fibers in all 3 makeup brands sold at Claire's. People that shop there are being advised not to use any makeup purchased from the store. Asbestos is a combination of 6 natural silicate minerals. All 6 have the same asbestiform, that being long, thin fiber crystals. Though it may not be cancerous, it can be very harmful to the human body's respiratory system. When inhaled, these fibers cause shortness of breath and can lead to lung scarring. As of now, Claire's has stopped selling these brands.
Welcome back, guys. I'm Tony Almanza. So as you guys can see here on the map, as you can see here on the map, this is how the weather looks like right now in my lovely hometown of Fort Morgan. It is 46 degrees. In Denver, it is 46 degrees as well. And the warmest area right now is Trinidad at 66, and the coldest is Berthoud Pass at 21 degrees. So the winter weather alert looks like this. So in the pink area means that there's going to be 1 to 2 feet of snow. But the good thing is, guys, here in Denver, we will be expecting any snow. Tomorrow, it's going to be nice at 47 degrees, and it's going to be sunny. So on Sunday, make sure to change your clock 1 hour ahead, which means you got to get to work 1 hour earlier and you miss sleep by 1 hour. So for the 7-day forecast, looks like this. On the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be nice, so make sure you enjoy those days. On Saturday, it's going to be 47 degrees, but then on Wednesday, we're going to get that snow again. So this is the photo of the week brought to us by our very own Nathaniel Ortega. And how to watch us. You can watch us on Facebook, Twitter, and our website, mymetmedia.com. Don't get that remote because eMet is next.
At Metropolitan State University at Denver, our mission is to provide high-quality, accessible education that prepares our students for successful careers, postgraduate education, and lifelong learning in a global and technological society. Our values of diversity, access, and community help us provide opportunities for our students from all over the globe. In fact, we've just been named a diversity champion by Insight into Diversity magazine for 2016. Because at MSU Denver, we believe in transforming lives.
It's fine that other people like you. It's more important that you like yourself. And I'm comfortable with every part of me. Meals on Wheels coming to my door as someone who's housebound assures me that I'm not forgotten. They care that I'm okay. My name is Asha Ida Bell. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Stand on the edge of the train station platform. Drive around the boom, gets at a level crossing. Run across the tracks between the platforms. They may not rhyme, but they're quite possibly dumbest ways to die.
There's a million dumb ways to die. Don't let it be around buses and trains. Be safe around buses and trains. A message from RTD.
So many dumb ways to die.
What's up, everyone? It's Breezy Hernandez, and I am back and better than ever to give you your weekly entertainment update. Now, before we jump into the big stuff, let's address what happened this week. Ariana Grande and Big Sean were seen leaving a party together after 4 years. I guess when Ari wrote "Break Up With Your Girlfriend" in her new song, she wasn't kidding. Could this mean they were rekindling a friendship, or were there other intentions there? According to sources, they haven't spoken, so what does this mean for Big Sean's relationship? We'll keep you guys updated when we receive more information. Sorry guys, we don't have any word on Chloe this week, but our girl Kylie is thriving and killing the game. Kylie Jenner has become the youngest self-made billionaire. Using her social media platform, she has created a massive cosmetics empire worth $900 million. So far, Kylie has exceeded her net worth, which is higher than all of the Kardashian-Jenner clan. And don't think there's Kylie Cosmetics is projected to be a billion-dollar industry in the next year. Your dreams have finally come true. The fans have spoken and the band has listened. The Jonas Brothers are back and ready to rock and roll. Oh, would you look how the tables have turned. Looks like the year 3000 came a little early. After waiting years and years, the Jonas Brothers recently announced their iconic comeback, and the fans are all over it. The Jonas' new song, Sucker, has skyrocketed in views. Over the past few days, fans are beyond stoked. All the excitement around the song has left fans wondering, will they finally produce that 7th album?
It's kind of cool that they came back together after 6 years. Like, no one ever really thought that it'd be them coming back after so long.
Get farther because in year 3000, that 7th album, it has yet to drop. Until we get that 7th album, I will be pushing for it. It's my agenda.
Now, before we go, here are some upcoming must-see events that's happening within the next couple of weeks. Next Saturday is all about concerts. Excision is back in Denver, everyone, and ready to put on a show. Excision comes to the First Bank Center from the 15th to the 16th, so make sure you check that out for sure. Also on the 16th, Hollywood Undead is playing at the Fillmore, so if EDM isn't exactly your thing, this is a definite must-see. Well, everyone, that's all the time we have for EMET today. Coming up next, let's slide into home base with sports. See you later.
Hi, this is Wellington Webb, former mayor of Denver, Colorado from 1991 to 2003. I was so pleased to receive an honorary doctorate from Metro State University. It's been a great highlight of my life. And I also want to take this opportunity to say happy birthday to you on your 50th anniversary.
Met Radio on mymetmedia.com.
Drop that baby.
Why are you reading that trash? Read the Metrosphere.
Metrosphere is a magazine that highlights art, literature, and culture on the Yahaira campus and the surrounding Denver area, created by journalism students while featuring work from English, art, journalism, and design students.
Who are you talking to?
Hey y'all, I'm Tristin Swan, and let's dive right into sports. Well, with it being National Women's Month, I decided to focus on some of the women in sports paving the way for future generations. Kicking it off is the first female to sign collegiate football. Toni Harris is the first positional player on a college team, and well, she's not a kicker. Toni Harris will be playing safety for Central Methodist University, and she has received a football scholarship and signed a letter of intent. Keep on giving hits, Toni. Now transitioning into MSU Denver sports. During senior night on March 1st, Jalen Smith made MSU Denver basketball history. Smith was already having a record season, recording 1 triple-double, but now she's made the history books yet again, locking down her second career triple-double. 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 14 assists. Good night to that defense that couldn't lock her down. Unfortunately, the women's season has come to an end, and it looks like they lost their first game in the RMAC tournament.
Like, oh, like, that's what that was about. I was like upset, like, crash the boards. Like, what are y'all doing? It feels great. I mean, 14 assists is like, I'm so happy my teammates are hitting. That makes them more confident.
Just a couple blocks away from the Auraria campus, another woman is breaking ground in her field. I had the chance to sit down with Jenny Kavanaugh, one of the first women in MLB history to call play-by-play. I talked to her about where she sees women in sports going. Women in sports media have always had a tough time breaking through in the industry, whether if it was sideline reporting back then to now being a play-by-play voice. Figures such as Gail Gardner and Doris Burke paved the way for local play-by-play voice Jenny Kavanaugh. Jenny's breakout game sparked the heated debate that women can be in sports media.
And that ball is shot into left field. Fire up the fountains. She's gone.
In Jenny's 12 seasons in the major leagues, she's even seen the change of women in sport media.
Women are getting off the sidelines and hosting shows and even doing play-by-play. So it's a really neat time, I think, in our world in general for women.
Although she's set in baseball now, her interest was in football.
When I wanted to get into sports media, it was to be a football sideline reporter because that's the first time I saw a female on television. She was reporting on the sidelines for a football game. I really had no idea that being a baseball reporter was a job or was out there.
She even has words of wisdom for future sportscasters.
Be adventurous and be ready to go anywhere because you never know where that door is going to open for you to start your journey, and you can always learn something anywhere you go.
Well, it looks like the weather's going to be really great. I'm doing some outdoor activities. What about you guys?
Yeah, the weather's going to be really nice this weekend, so I think I'm going to go on a jog. I don't know if you guys would like to join me.
Well, I don't have plans yet, but now that you mentioned that, I'd probably join you because I was just planning to stay home and do homework, enjoy the weather from home.
Tony, that's going to be a hard pass for me, but thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, no problem.
Any other plans that you guys have for the weekend outside of doing a jog in the park?
I don't think I got anything. I just want to enjoy, the weather outside. That's all I want to do.
I'm going to go play in the snow.
Well, in the mountains?
Yes, in the mountains. I'm going to go play in the snow in the mountains, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I don't have much going on this weekend, but after this weekend, I'm totally going to be hitting up those fitness classes. You want to do the Zumba with me, Tony? Or
yeah.
How are you feeling? You guys in?
Sure.
Sure.
Well, maybe, yeah, I would like to do some kickboxing. I feel like I'm more into that stuff.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
So be careful with that because I'll probably be getting some hits. And I'm going to be practicing with you guys, so just so you know. So tell us a little bit more about that package that you did.
I had a really fun time. She was an amazing, humble person within sports, and she was the first in 25 years to call a Major League Baseball game, so it was really cool.
That was really amazing. I really enjoyed that interview. She was really good talking about her experience, and I think it will be really inspirational.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the time that we have on the Met Report today.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on metmedia.com.